All right, guys, I want to talk about something real quick that we don't really discuss a whole lot on this channel. Now, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I live in Kentucky. So what I'm about to talk about is going to deal specifically with how things are here in my area. But you might find that things are pretty similar wherever you live. So here's something to watch out for if you're going to go and you're going to purchase an ATV or a UTV, some kind of power sports equipment. Here's something you really want to watch out for at the dealerships around your area. So before I get started, let me just say that MLS Powersports, which is where I got this machine, I've done a lot of shopping over there over the years. They have not sponsored this video. They haven't given me a single penny to shoot this video. I'm just doing this because I'm trying to help out some people. All right, so I don't have a sponsorship. Just want to get that out there right off the bat. So anyway, if you go to MLS Powersports website, the first thing you'll see as soon as you log onto their website is a banner that you're introduced to that basically says something to the effect of, at MLS Powersports, we don't ever charge you a whole bunch of ridiculous fees. And that's true. If you go over there to MLS Powersports in Georgetown, Kentucky, and you purchase a machine, you're going to pay, I think it's a $200 fee, which covers all of the documentation, titling, all the stuff that they have to do. It helps cover that. And then obviously they have to charge you Kentucky state sales tax because that's the law. You got to charge tax. But other than that, that's it. There are no hidden fees. There are no ridiculous add-ons, nothing. You pay sales tax and a very small dealer fee, and that's it. Everything else is just the price of the machine. And I will also say, they don't roll a bunch of stuff into the price of the machine either. Their prices on the UTVs and ATVs are the lowest that you'll find around here anywhere also. So it really is a fantastic deal, and you do save thousands of dollars by shopping over there. And it's easy to overlook that, okay? Everybody says that, right? Well, no, everybody doesn't say that. And it's easy to overlook that fact that they don't charge a bunch of hidden fees. But if you look around at the other dealerships and you actually sit down and check the numbers, what you'll find is that it's kind of surprising how much these other dealerships are trying to tack on to your deal. So here is an example. This is a machine that I was looking at right before I bought this one. I'm not going to mention which dealership this was at, but all of the dealerships around central Kentucky that I've shopped at, other than MLS, have presented me with the same thing that you're getting ready to see here. Look at how ridiculous this is. So what you'll see is, like for example, on this deal right here that they showed me, look, you've got a dock fee, a lien fee, and a titling fee. 3 separate fees for the same thing. I mean, isn't that all the same thing? Doing the registration on the machine, the official paperwork to make the machine legally yours. I mean, isn't that all kind of the same thing? But they've got 3 separate fees on there that are all very expensive. Well, a couple of them are anyway, for the same thing. And then in addition to that, look, you've got a dealer prep fee. What in the world is that? I mean, for example, ATVs get shipped in crates, right? Well, if you don't assemble the ATV, how are you supposed to sell it? I mean, what are you going to do? Offer to sell somebody a crate? Bring your own fork truck to load up your machine? I mean, obviously you have to build the machine. That's a part of doing business, right? So why are you charging the customer for that? You've got freight fees on here. Look at the freight fee. That's crazy. Again, if you don't get the vehicle shipped to you, how are you supposed to sell it, right? I mean, that's just, again, a part of doing business. If you're going to sell ATVs and UTVs, you're going to have to get them delivered to your dealership so that you can show them off and sell them. But that's another charge that's on there. There's some miscellaneous charges on here. If you add up all these charges that they tacked on, I think what I came to is somewhere around $2,000 of additional charges and fees that shouldn't be on there. And what happened at one of the dealerships that I went to, they had a fairly decent price on the machine, and that's why I drove there to start with. I mean, I can't remember what it was. They were maybe $500 less on the machine. So I thought, hey, you know, I'll drive an extra 30 minutes to this other dealer if I can save 500 bucks, right? But then once I sat down in the finance office and started looking at all these numbers, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm saving 500 bucks on the machine, but I'm paying $2,000 in all these fees that I wouldn't pay at the dealership I normally go to. So it ended up that it was a horrible deal, you know? So anyway, that's something you've got to watch out for. You can save yourself a lot of money if you pay attention to this. And again, I'm not sponsored by MLS, but I wanted to do this video because I believe that when a company or a business, you know, does a really good job, you know, they got great customer service, great prices, they don't try to gouge you with all these extra charges and all that stuff. When you find a business like that, you should support them. You know, you should let them know that you appreciate it because they're doing business in a fair way. You know, they're still making money off these machines. You know, they sell all the big brands, Kawasaki and Arctic Cat and, you know, Yamaha, I mean, Suzuki, you know, all the big brand names. You know, they're making money from those manufacturers selling these machines, and they do a lot of volume, and they get a lot of repeat customers because of the fact that they're so fair about it. But like I said, you know, you find a good, you know, product or a good vendor, a good business that you really like, and they're treating people fair, I think you should support them, you know? And so that's the reason why I wanted to talk about this a little bit today. Pay attention, you know, when you go to buy some power sports equipment or toys, pay attention to what they're putting in front of you. You know, don't just blindly sit down there, okay, yeah, and sign it. Look at what they're trying to put you through, you know, push on you. Now, I will say there's two dealers, again, not going to name them because it doesn't really matter, but there's two dealerships here in Central Kentucky that I've tried to shop at recently. And in both cases, when I faced them up with all of these ridiculous charges, both of them got upset. And one of them kind of cut me off and quit talking to me. The other one tried to kind of defend their position, you know, and you know, they tried to spin it, you know, well, if you go to this other dealer, you're going to end up, you know, it's going to end up costing you more. You know, they tried to spin it. You could tell they were kind of upset. I just walked on out. So, you know, sometimes you're not going to get satisfaction, you know, if you try to negotiate those charges with them and face them up with it, you know, you might get a cold shoulder from them. So just be ready. But you know what? I think if they do that to you, you should just get up and do what I did and leave. Go somewhere where they treat you fair, you know, which is exactly what I did. And I ended up very happy. So anyway, I know it's kind of a short video, nothing really exciting, but I just wanted to shoot this because, like I said, hopefully it'll help some people out. You know, if you're going to go and buy a new machine, you know, the more money you save, the better, especially in this economy, right? So support the guys that are helping you out. And I think MLS Powersports, at least here in Central Kentucky, that's the best dealership that I have found so far. Like I said, everybody over there is super friendly, fantastic customer service. The prices are great. And when they say that they don't tack on hidden fees, they mean it. It's true. You know, I've bought several machines over there in the last, you know, several years, and every time it's been the same experience. So anyway, it is what it is. So I guess if you've got a machine that you bought, or maybe you went shopping and you had some different experiences at the dealerships in the states where you live, it would be really cool if you could drop some comments below, because like I said, I live in Kentucky, but I'm just curious, you know, if you live in other states, how do the dealerships do things in your state? You know, do they try to tack on a whole bunch of fees like the ones I just showed you? It'd be kind of interesting to see, you know, how things are in other parts of the world. So post some comments below if you don't mind. I appreciate it. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. It's almost spring. It's almost time to get these things out and get them dirty. So hopefully there'll be some good weather coming up and some good content coming up. But as always, I appreciate you watching and supporting the channel. Thanks. We'll talk to you later.